that just slap you in the face with their impact. Guys, are you ready for the hottest take I've ever made? Okay, so Sakamoto Days is funnier than Gintama and Psyche.
Why did you stay in Mexico?
If you don't agree with me though, what's the funniest manga you've read? Anyway, Sakamoto Days is the story of a man who became the single greatest hitman at a very young age. As a hitman, his skills were unparalleled. His strength, speed, agility, and endurance were all traits that were maxed out. But it wasn't just his physical prowess, he had the mental disposition to remain calm in any situation. And to add to this, he had no supernatural gimmicks whatsoever. I say no gimmicks, but this is a man who can deflect a bullet with a cough drop, so but you know how it goes. He saves a woman who's like the opposite of him mentally. She's strong, independent, and then boom, he falls in love, gets married, has a child, and then swears to never kill again. This woman managed to get him off the streets and made him less attractive to other women as well. Now, why do I think this story is any good, or why should you read it? It's because for a new story, it seems to have a lot of good things going for it. The art, characters, plot, and comedy are all things that make it stand out from some of the news stories in Shonen Jump. The characters are all crazy and unrealistic enough to make you want to see them more, and because of their motivation and characterization, you can't help but root for them. The plot is not overly convoluted, and it's basically a man who wants to protect his family and his peace, so it's easy to get behind, I feel. Well, for now anyway. Okay, so in the present day, Sakamoto is completely out of shape and he's running a family store and has completely disappeared from the underground world. The main conflict so far is in how his former organization isn't letting him live in peace. And the main question now is, when they keep sending their top tier assassins to kill him, will Sakamoto be able to protect his family? Well, of course, he's a monster. But I guess the other real question is, will he be able to protect the vow he made to his wife to never kill again? Now that's the hard part. Sakamoto himself is quite a nuanced character. He might have become laid back in terms of appearance at least, and he's indeed a quiet type who observes and listens for the most part, but these traits don't get exaggerated. He doesn't act like a dunce and genuinely loves both his wife and his daughter to the point that he can never explain it in words in the first place. He's a man of action, and his out of shape body is there to represent his new pacifistic nature. It's a testament to his new ideology rather than a testament of being lazy. And that's evident by him shedding all the weight when he gets super serious. Now, as the story goes on, Sakamoto's family becomes more than just his wife and his daughter. He kind of takes in two other misfits, Shin and Lu. Now, I had to mention this because I've seen some blasphemy on Twitter about how Lu is a better version of Kagura from Gintama, but it's too early to say. Now, that Gintama comparison might be valid though, because we have Shin and Shinpachi, the straight men, Kagura and Lu, the quote-unquote Chinese girls, and then Sakamoto and Gintoki, the guys who seem pretty useless till they fight. Now, Shin is Sakamoto's former partner who was sent by some guys to either win him over or take him out. And what makes him strong or maybe useful is how, because of his unusual past, he's gained the ability to read minds. And after meeting up with Sakamoto again, he realized how much he looked up to him and tried to save him from the organization, but he almost got killed. In the end, he's the one who ended up getting saved. Now, some crazy shit happens and Lu gets saved by Sakamoto and Shin, and we find out that she has quite a lot of experience in martial arts, but sadly she has no place to return home to in China, so she ends up working at Sakamoto's store too. This plays a lot into most of the comedy in the series, which is character driven, and more comedy in the beginning is about how he just keeps adopting new workers. Now, these two and Sakamoto are essentially the main characters of this manga. Now, despite this being the first actual serialization of author Suzuki Yuto, he's paying a lot of attention to detail, and you can gradually see him level up in both the story content and the art. The art, man, it's sick as fuck. Honestly, the art is great for me. For a weekly serialization, this shit is top tier. Now, just when you think one panel is your favorite, you just get hit with another even better one. The panels are clean, and the choreography and the fight scenes are surprisingly easy to follow. Plus, this manga frequently provides that cinematic experience with full double-page panels that just slap you in the face with their impact. Now, consider how I'm essentially trying to sell this manga to you so that you can read and enjoy it. I might as well answer one important question. What is Sakamoto Days really about? It's a story about a man who found the love of his life and saw the value in preserving life and the pain that comes with ending it. It's a story that shows you the current way of life that you may be going through may not necessarily stay the same, and it's also a story that shows how hard it is to leave the past behind. Now, we always hear stories about people who change for the better after falling in love, like it's in the movies, anime, manga, novels, it's everywhere. But to be honest, it's not the concept itself that warrants attention, rather it's the execution. How well can you portray that change? Now that's where things get interesting. This is a manga that I feel is on track to get an adaptation soon, and once that announcement comes, everyone's going to be talking about it more, and I actually can't wait. I hope everything I said made you want to at least read the first chapter, and then the manga will take itself over from there. But anyway, that's it for this video. I've been Nova. I'll see you all again soon.